Greetings and peace to you. I hope you're well and in good health, of a sober mind, and in spiritual equilibrium. Today we continue Conversation with Christ, Part 2, Explanation of the Method. And the chapter begins, What great blessings God grants to a soul when he prepares it to love the practice of prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Come, Holy Ghost, Creator blessed, and in our hearts take up thy rest. Come with thy grace and heavenly aid to fill the hearts which thou hast made. To fill the hearts which thou hast made. Chapter 5. General Preparation for Meditation. The best overall preparation for successful meditation is a personal conviction of its importance and a staunch determination to persevere in its practice. If one has acquired this attitude of mind, he has made a splendid preparation for his meditation. St. Teresa gives us this important admonition, quote, "It is essential, I maintain, to begin the practice of prayer with a firm resolution to persevere in it." If one be not convinced of the necessity of meditation in his own life, nor resolved never to omit its daily exercise, he will soon give it up on one pretext or another. Therefore, one should not adopt the practice of meditation with the intention of giving it a try, but rather one must undertake the exercise with a firm belief that it is of the utmost importance that he begin and persevere in it. Our mental attitude towards any enterprise will determine, to a large extent, our success in it. Meditation is no exception. Meditation, furthermore, is not an isolated experience in one's spiritual life. For, as St. Augustine maintains, the science of prayer is the science of life. To engage in a satisfactory conversation with Christ during a given 15-minute period, it is necessary to employ other spiritual aids throughout the entire day. Chief among them, these are recollection, spiritual reading, mortification, and the cultivation of a humble heart. These will all be discussed more fully in Part 6. It will suffice to comment briefly upon them here. It is, understandably, much easier to unite ourselves with Christ during a meditation period if we have remained in contact with him throughout the day in the midst of our duties and occupations. This happy state can be effected by an exercise known in spiritual terminology as the presence of God. It consists, basically, in evoking aspirations and short prayers to our Lord at various intervals during the day. The employment of such an exercise is of incalculable help in one's prayer life. Daily spiritual reading will furnish thoughts, ideas, and background for our conversation with Christ. The more we know about our Lord, the more we will appreciate him and be able to speak intelligently to him. Then, too, a generous program of mortification aids greatly in perfecting one's meditation. Mortification serves a twofold purpose. It detaches one from loves Forgive me, I will restart. The more we know about our Lord, the more we will appreciate him and be able to speak intelligently to him. Then, too, a generous program of mortification aids greatly in perfecting one's meditation. Mortification serves a twofold purpose. It detaches one from loves and attachments, which hinder the soul's affection for Christ, and it gives one the self-mastery and discipline so necessary during meditation. Finally, the cultivation of a humble heart assures us of avoiding an excessive preoccupation with ourselves during the period of meditation. We will find our sufficiency in Christ and tend to depend on him rather than upon ourselves. All of these measures will make for better meditation. Above all, though, one's attitude to the practice of prayer is of primary importance. If a proper attitude be lacking, then one's hope of success is almost nil. To ensure perseverance in meditation, therefore, one should determine the precise time at which he will meditate each day, and only on rare occasions and for most pressing reasons should he ever omit his meditation at that time. If one has not selected a definite hour for his prayer, he will discover more often than not he will omit it. Some find it easier to meditate in the morning, others in the evening. Each one should choose the time most suited for him in relation to his temperament and occupations. But whether he select morning or evening, or better yet, both, he should choose some definite time at which he will meet Christ for his daily conversation with him. Cardinal Mercier relates this penetrating bit of insight on the matter. It would appear that before the close of the Middle Ages, the masters of the spiritual life did not deem it needful to appoint a fixed hour each day for meditation. At the present day, however, this custom is not only advisable, it is absolutely necessary. Such is the hurry and bustle of modern life, such the multiplicity of interests and of social obligations, that it has become almost impossible for men to lead a life of union with God unless they reserve one tranquil hour for him in the early morning, before the whirlwind of their occupations carries them off, covering their souls with its blinding dust and deafening them with its noise. One must also convince himself that his efforts will eventually be rewarded with success, that he will learn to make satisfactory conversation with our Lord. The hope of success, and success is here assured, is always an enticement to persevering effort. St. Teresa offers us this consolation. Besides the courage we ought to have in the combat of mental prayer, we must also be firmly convinced that unless we allow ourselves to be vanquished, our efforts will be crowned with success. Hence, the determined soul need never give way to feelings of discouragement. Despite the difficulties entailed and the persevering effort required, ultimate victory will be ours. The only disaster is to cease trying. These, therefore, are the attitudes we should bring to prayer. They will ensure that we launch into prayer with determination and perseverance, and with confidence in our ultimate success. I hope this message has been useful to you. Please pray for me as I continue to pray for you. God bless you. God love you. God's peace to you.